We're having fun, Maria. So it's still the fair out here, but it's just quieter, a little more relaxing. It's more my speed here at the fair, you guys.
What a great idea. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We'll check back in with Cal coming up in a little bit because she's headed to another spot too. So
she is.
There you go.
You know, it's about time for 5 on the farm.
Yeah, it is.
Are you ready for 5 on the
This
farm?
one threw me off a little bit because you don't find these animals on a farm.
This
right?
little guy keeps going towards the audience.
Concerned.
Two Dogs has to keep coming out and moving him. So we're going to talk with Two Dogs. We're going to learn all about these exotic animals here at the State Fair when we come back.
Well, hey there, everybody. It's Monday. We're back live at the Minnesota State Fair. Minnesota Live for you. Hanging out in the round. We got all sorts of fun folks hanging around. Thank you for being here, you guys. We appreciate it.
It is marvelous
weather. It is so
on
nice.
This Monday.
I dare to say one of the nicest days
so far.
All week.
Well, this weekend.
So
but we
far.
weren't out here for the weekend.
I know.
This
so
week.
Far.
This week.
That was the joke.
I know.
Because it's only Monday.
Sorry, I got it.
You know how,
Just
you know how if you're a regular watcher, you know how Chris gives me a hard time because I'm 60-something? He'll think this is funny. Nikki's going to pan out. Look at they put it above my head. Live from the fair since 1947. I object. That's coincidence, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is beautiful out there, guys. Look at the blue sky behind me. You can look up and see it here. We have a couple of clouds out there. That's it. Downtown Minneapolis, looking from our Midway Sky camera, of course, at the station. Do you know our station is right on the border of Minneapolis and St. Paul? And on the second floor, there's actually a dividing line. It's the city line, goes right through the hallway of the studio. So you can stand in Minneapolis and St. Paul at the same time. I thought that was so cool when I moved here a long, long time ago. So here's the radar. This is good news. It's quiet right now. It's going to stay quiet all morning into the first part of the afternoon. Later on, there'll be some possible isolated showers. What does that mean? It means like a 1 in 6 or 1 in 5 chance. Most of us won't see it. A couple of clouds will drift by, but that's about it for now. In the meantime, enjoy these temperatures. 71 is still the temperature. We haven't moved yet since the top of the hour. 70 at Marshall, and again, it's going to heat up by the weekend. So 85 today, just a small chance of an isolated shower. Most of the day will be fine. Then we have 78 for tomorrow, mostly sunny and low humidity. Beautiful again. Beautiful again on Wednesday. I'm going to casually step out of the shot. Is that casual? And then it's going to warm up again on Thursday. Friday, we're up to 88. Excuse me, ladies and baby. Hi, how are you? Oh my God, those eyes. Wow. Oh, sorry.
I'm used to that reaction.
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to have a microphone?
You have
No,
one
you
on.
have one on. You have one on.
Hi.
All right. Hey, we're going to talk some reptiles as promised. And we've got our buddy Two Dogs here. He was on last year. He's with Monty's Traveling Reptile Show, which is just down the corner.
Yep, you go on Nelson Street, same street, Giant Slide. Everybody knows where the DNR fish ponds are.
Yep.
Right across from there. And we're going to be honest, we want your money. Just like everybody on the fairgrounds, but we only want a little. We're only taking $3. We've been that way for over a decade, so
Always
the
been.
more people that
Nothing
come, the
here
longer
is
we keep it
$3.
cheap.
Yeah, one of the most,
That's
the
fantastic.
most affordable attraction. And kids love it, adults love it. It's great.
Well, that's our whole idea. We're going to try and get the entire family in, so that way when you guys come back, you'll come in again and again and again, because we have multiple generations that come, and they're like, we've been doing this 30,
Yeah.
40 years. You're the first thing we go to.
I love it. All right, so tell us who you brought today. Last year you brought a snake and a lizard of sorts.
So we got a couple tortoises to start off with.
Real?
It is
Yeah.
real. This isn't the wind-up ones. At $3 a piece, we cannot afford robotics.
It's like a toy.
So this is a young African sulcata tortoise. This one is 6 years old. This is Ranger. People think these are really neat. You know, kid talks mom into going to the pet store. Mom's like, I don't want a snake. I'll get a tortoise. But what they don't realize, I'm going to give this young lady a job. She's going to walk around with Ranger. People can pet her on the him on the shell. Don't pet her, just pet the tortoise. Then Rodney
Thank you,
here on the
Stella.
ground. So you give him 10 more years. This is 16 years old. They get quite a
Oh,
bit bigger.
wow.
That's about 90 pounds. And the thing about these tortoises, they eat all the time. And I don't know if you know what happens to an animal that eats all the time. It processes that food and creates fertilizer all the time.
Like a goose.
Yeah, very much.
If you have
Not
geese
every
in your
6
backyard,
minutes,
you know what
but
you're talking about.
if you've ever seen the comic Family Circus and they got all the little black dots at
Yeah,
the chaos
yeah,
of the
yeah.
day, that's having a tortoise, except those little black dots look like little Tootsie Rolls that do not taste good.
And Rodney will live to be how old? He's 16 now.
40 to 60 years is average on these guys.
And he's going to continue to grow. He's not
Yep,
fully
he'll
grown.
double this.
And he's eating healthy. They're only eating healthy at the fair.
He's eating healthy, so we don't have
You
to.
guys should sell kale.
We can't afford to sell health food at the fair.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I don't like
Nobody
don't
would
mess
buy
with
it.
tradition.
Nobody would buy it
I don't like
anyway.
what comes out of buckets.
So the one neat thing about reptiles is they're just miniature versions as they're little, as you saw with the tortoise there. So this is a young reticulated python. When this
Oh,
grows
cool.
up, this is 16 to 20 feet long. This is your longest snake in the world. This is just a couple months old here. Now, obviously, this isn't a normal one. Yeah, you can hold that.
Is that an albino one?
Yep.
Why? Yeah, the color.
Yep. So, and remember, this is very important. This was a lesson that was taught to me by Hank, who's helping us out. If you get bit, it won't hurt any of us
Oh,
at all.
God.
This is Megan's. Megan, go ahead. Put on your boa.
So this is what mom looks like.
I'll take her. I don't care.
This is a full-grown one?
Yep, and she's still going to get bigger, and she's actually a little bit skinny right now because, well, she had
She
babies.
sees mama. Thank you.
There's one thing we know about live TV. We want to keep it exciting.
It worked.
So this would not survive in the wild because if you think of a dark green jungle and we give you bright yellow,
Oh, yeah.
this is the original McDonald's
Yeah.
sign. You know, when they're little like that, just not going to survive. But full grown like this, there's really not many animals that are going to be that hungry that are going to want to mess
All right,
with
what's
her.
this guy's name or gal's name?
So this is Callie,
Callie, and
and
what
we're
is...
taking suggestions for the baby's name.
Okay, what does Callie eat?
Callie doesn't need to eat very often, but when she does eat, she might eat 2 or 3 10 to 15 pound rabbits, or
Okay.
up to a 45 pound pig.
She's really pretty, and she's also albino.
Correct. Yep. So she's passed that trait on to her babies.
Chris, you used to have a rabbit, didn't you?
Oh, this is one of her babies that Ken was holding?
Yep, that is her baby.
I didn't catch that earlier.
So what else do you guys have at the traveling
Well,
reptile
we got about
show?
over 40 reptiles all together. When you come in the door, after we get your $3, that's very important to us. We're going to keep plugging that we're only $3 if you haven't noticed. You do get to pet the big tortoise. We have 2 of these guys, and they switch every other day, so they get a day off.
Nice.
They have to work 6 days a year and never 2 days in a row. It's
My
a really
goodness.
good gig if you can get it.
Yeah, my goodness.
But then you'll see a couple young alligators. You'll see more of these snakes. She's
Look at
not
that
our
thing
biggest
going
one
in.
by far.
How did you
snake's
train
like,
her
I'm
to
out.
go in there?
I'm going back in
I
there.
would love to tell you I'm this amazing trainer guy, but they don't like wide open spaces. So if you give her a spot to hide, she does all the work.
Do you guys want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
Yes.
I may have had a snake with my husband. We may have had
we know this.
a ball python. But these people don't know
We
it.
don't wanna-
Oh, no.
And you know what we would do is in the wintertime when she was super cold, we'd like put her on our stomach. Like
Yep.
skin on skin.
Megan
like,
was a snake lady.
a
That's,
snake
are you guys
lady, a
surprised
ball
by that?
python. And her name was Bendy. So maybe you should name your baby snake Bendy.
We will throw it into
good
consideration.
name.
It's not going to make it, but we'll throw it in.
What's in the tub?
So the big tub, that's the carrier for the tortoise
I
there.
thought there was something else.
No,
Well,
and the green bin was the little snake.
Oh, gotcha.
We can't give it all away. We can give you a little tease.
I'm not disappointed. I was thinking there's because we had the iguana last year who took a run for it. I don't know if you remember
Well,
that.
when the iguana saw the snake, it's kind of like, you know what? I'm pretty tough, but
Yeah.
I am food to
That
you,
snake's
so
pretty
I am out of
intimidating.
here.
You've given us excitement 2 years in a row, so we will book you again next year, my friend.
Well, just know it's completely unplanned.
You
It
guys
was a
weren't
lot of
scared when
fun.
that snake came at you, were you?
You can walk around and let people pet him.
Me either. That's why I came over here.
That was awesome.
So you think this guy is big. Now, in the back of our exhibit, there is a turtle named Ed, who's 103 years old. It's about twice the size of this. His head, it's almost as big as my head, which is saying something.
Wow.
And that's an alligator snapping turtle. And in the water, calm as can be, nicest guy
Snapping.
ever. You pull him out of the water, he hates you and everything
Not
associated
having
with
it,
it.
no.
But as soon as you get back in the water, life's good. Then it's like, you got a fish for me, or what are we doing
So
today?
he's not one that you let people pet when
No,
they come
not so
through.
much. A few select people get to pet him.
Two Dogs, thanks for coming by. Great to see you.
This was
Absolutely, we
super fun.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
$3. $3. How much are you again?
I think we're around $3
$3.
this year.
All right. More Minnesota Live for you right after this.
Good morning. Welcome back. We are live from our 5 Eyewitness News building here at the Great Minnesota Get Together, and we have a great crowd that has gathered here this morning. The weather's perfect. It's senior day, so you can save $3 on admission.
Save only $3 to see some reptiles.
There you go. It's all the same.
All kinds of savings going on here. Hey, for 20 years, an interactive exhibit at the State Fair has been. We're not going to that yet, are we? We're supposed to do some other things first.
No, we're going to go to
Are
Kelly.
we supposed to tell people to stop by the building?
No, they killed that story when you were talking to people.
Oh.
You're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good to know. All right. Back to what I was saying again. There's a place that's been teaching kids great things about the fair for the last 20 years, and specifically where their food comes from.
Yeah, it's where we find reporter Kelly Hansen. She's live at Little Farm Hands. Hey, Kel.
Hi there, you guys. Chris, we're going to figure it out together. We're going to do it together today. I love this so much. You guys are so great. I'm at Little Farm Hands. Thousands of kids come through here every year here at the Minnesota State Fair. I am currently planting a seed. I dug it through the dirt. I'm going to plant my seed, cover it up. There's a seed right there. And I'm going to give it a little water. A little pretend water. This is such a great place for the kids. It's really where a lot of kids get to experience a farm for the very first time. There's planting, there's watering, there's milking cows, there's corn here planted on the fairgrounds. I'm here with Beth, and Beth, you have been behind this since the beginning?
Yes.
20 years, 2 decades?
Yes, we started in 2003, and it's just kind of been kind of a staple here on the fairgrounds for families.
A lot of people come here first. They come here first, and then they get the food, right?
Yes.
That's a big deal. Okay, who is this for? Little kids?
This is for little kids. It's for children between the ages of 3 and 10. And then for their families, and it's here to start the conversation about where our food comes from.
Yeah, they get to learn so much. Right now, what we're looking at here, are they at a farmer's market? What's happening here?
They're selling their stuff at a farmer's market, and that's how they earn their dollar to purchase an item from the Cub grocery store. Kempson Cub provides special treats for the kids to purchase after they have sold all their products and stuff that they harvested from the farm.
Okay, so you have a huge footprint here on the fairgrounds.
Yes.
And they come in and they do the steps of the farming to selling to the buying. I mean, really, they get to experience what farming is like on a much different scale.
Yes, on a much different scale.
But still in a way that they can understand.
Yes. No, we're here for those kids to start the conversation. We want to just show them that, yes, you go buy your stuff at the grocery store, but it comes from somewhere, and somebody's got to work to do that.
Right. How many kids do you think come through here every day?
Every day, we're probably looking at probably over 3,000. We usually average about 325 kids an hour.
That's amazing. I mean, truly, there has been a steady line of kids since I popped over here about 8:40 this morning, and it was busy then.
Yes, we had a line of parents and little farmers lined up this morning when we opened our doors at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's always great to open up the door and see all the smiling faces and the kids. This is my favorite place.
Oh, I love that.
So
okay, you've got corn here, though. I want to ask about.
Yes.
You've got different produce here. Who's harvesting? Who's planting and who's harvesting this?
The fair itself, I work with the greenhouse and other staff on the fairgrounds to get all of this put together.
Planted,
yes.
And then you harvest it.
Yes.
She's the lady. This woman works so hard. I know you've got a team of volunteers.
Yes.
And then you have kind of like your own farmer's market for your fair employees.
Yes.
I love this.
The employees get to reap the benefits of the harvest.
I love it. All right, Beth, this is so great. It's warming up a little bit out here.
Yes, it
but
is.
These kids don't care.
Nope.
Okay, Little Farm Hands is open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. here. We are actually near the new fried pickle building here on Underwood, if you kind of know that area in the Northwoods area. Come on out, bring the kids, and come early because it does get a little busy.
I love seeing those little kids with
I
their
know,
hands
they're so
in the
cute.
basil,
Yeah.
and that's really cool, Kel. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Good stuff there. They're not going to bring a corn picker in to take that row of corn down.
No, you don't think?
A little tough to get that through the streets.
planters.
A couple of people there already.
The harvester.
We've got more Minnesota Live to come here. First, we're going to play a little fun game.
We've been doing it all
You
week.
guys ready for some fair facts? We're testing your state fair knowledge with our fair facts. So here is today's question. How many cookies can Sweet Martha's cookie jar produce in one day?
Is it 45,000, 1 million, 2 million, or 3 million?
Ooh.
Get the answer when Minnesota Live returns.
Well, hi, everybody. We're back here, Minnesota Live. All right. Who's ready for the answer to today's fair fact? How many cookies can Sweet Martha make in one day?
C.
You think 2 million cookies in one day?
You're close. The answer's 3 million. Holy cow.
3 million cookies in one day. So here's the deal. St. Paul native Sweet Martha has been serving up these fresh from the oven baked cookies here at the fair for more than 40 years. Iconic cookie stand located right on the north side of West Stand Patch. It's right between Liggett and Chambers Streets, not too far from our building here at KSTP. You were close with 2 million, so have a cookie, my friend. There you go. There you go.
Wait, they get cookies? I've been
There
looking at
you
these things
go.
for 2 hours and they won't let us eat them.
And usually the bucket is bigger.
I'm
but
mad at you three.
I may have had one not too long ago. It said don't eat, and then I ate one.
Yeah, I know. They brought them in the back room there. These are for the show. And I'm like, wait, what?
They're not going to miss one is what I said.
But it was like forbidden fruit. I wanted it so badly. All right, well, speaking of cookies, we got a whole new iteration of that here. So we're Try Before the Buy today. It's official new State Fair food for the fair. It's called Mini Cookie Dough Pie.
Okay, so there are two different options here. It's the mini cookie dough pie, but they serve it with vanilla ice cream or they serve it with cinnamon ice cream. So you take a bite while I tell people about this. This is from Mini Apple Pie. They're right outside the dairy building near the haunted house. It's a homemade chocolate chip cookie dough wrapped in flaky pie crust, dusted with powdered sugar, and then boom, you get to try the ice cream of your choice, the cinnamon or the vanilla. And you have no words?
It is so rich. You got to get some of that. And you'd have to split it with like 12 people. Oh my gosh, it is so good though.
I just want to show people the inside of it.
Yeah,
Here, I want you to see this. Hold on, get out of there.
Are we 3D
Here.
yet?
Look at that, like, gooiness. Yummy.
But I want to say,
I'm just gonna take
it's
a
not
bite of it.
overwhelming rich. It's just so good. Yeah, not too sweet. The ice cream really helps. Bet you guys wish you could have some of this pie, don't you?
I love me some cookie dough. The bosses tried this and like loved it. They said it might be their like favorite new fair thing.
This is a pretty great job right now, let me tell you. I just walked by. They open at 7 o'clock too, by the way. So if you're out here early,
breakfast.
who would have a chocolate chip cookie pie at 7 o'clock, right?
With a cup of coffee?
Or beer,
So they also have,
right?
I don't think you can get beer till 9 though.
She said you could.
She must know somebody.
I like you. We're going to party. So they also have deep fried apple pie, pumpkin pie, blueberry pie as well. Cash only, by the way. It is smart when you're headed out here to bring some cash because not everybody.
This thing is ooey gooey delicious.
It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to eat the rest of it, and we'll be back right after this.